Hey guys, it's Richard at Altfins with another daily update on altcoins. Today I'm going to talk about some interesting patterns developing, specifically falling wedge patterns, which tend to be bullish reversal patterns. I've seen those with Chiliz. Also wanted to talk about DOGE and its breakout recently, as well as an update on Rose and Near, two layer 1 protocols that have hit new highs and have reached our forecast as well, and what to do next. So first of all, nice to see some green on the screen again, some positive bullish price action that has continued in the last few days with the general sort of upswing from the very oversold levels that we reached about 4 or 5 days ago. And with that, let's go ahead and look at some of the curated charts. Now, curated charts on our platform, you can either go to the curated charts section here, or you can also see the curated charts on the screener for those situations where we have a curated chart. So let's go ahead and talk about Chiliz. Here you can see the curated charts in the details panel that opens up on the right hand side here, and there's a tab here called Curated Charts, and then you can also enlarge the curated chart that's updated every couple of days or when the situation warrants it. So here we have a falling wedge, which is formed by a resistance trend line that's downward sloping sharply, and a support trend line that's downward sloping but less sharply. And what that indicates is that with the dips, the buyers are buying the dips, and that the dips are getting shallower. The declines with each dip is not as dramatic as it was in the beginning. And so this suggests that the buyers around this level of 25 cents support level are very interested in this one, and then the sellers are getting less aggressive and less desperate. So this falling wedge pattern typically results in a bullish breakout. I would wait for that breakout and not anticipate it, but that's usually what oftentimes what happens. Now, one other characteristic that typically precedes this breakout, bullish breakout, is a bullish RSI divergence. Now, you can look this up in our knowledge base is what that is, but I can quickly show you what it is. A bullish divergence, RSI divergence, is when the RSI from the prior dip or low of the price actually, so we had a dip here and the RSI reached really low levels right on at 30. Then we had a recent dip here that actually the price actually dipped even lower than previously, yet RSI did not dip as low as a month ago or so. That is that's an RSI divergence. The price goes down lower, but the RSI does not. The RSI lows actually are higher, and that's a bullish divergence, a bullish indicator. And when that's combined with the falling wedge pattern, that is those are very positive signals that are lining up for some really bullish action here in the near term, because the price is really in the pinnacle of that falling wedge as well. So a breakout either way, down or up, should be imminent. So what to do here? Wait, but wait by basically setting up a price alert. So we'd like to see when the price breaks out of this, so breaks above, call it 27 or so cents. So we're very close to that, right? 27, 28 cents perhaps. So let's go ahead and create a quick price alert. We're talking about Chiliz here. Let's add that as the instrument, and we're saying that let us know when the price is above, let's give it 27.5 cents. All right. Now we click on done and click on the alert button here and say Chiliz above 0275 breakout. Okay. And so that's a very interesting situation to keep an eye on it. Another one that I wanted to check out, let's get rid of this filter here, was DOGE. DOGE is showing some really interesting action today. Really broken through, let's take a look at the curated chart here. It's broken through the 20 cent. First, actually, it dipped all the way to the December 4th lows. Right here, if you remember, the market really dipped on December 4th. Right here is where the low was. It revisited that low, maybe not quite, in fact, and has bounced up since then, broken through the 16 cent resistance, which now becomes support, and now it's broken above the 20 cent, although it hasn't quite hung in there yet. Okay. But very bullish price action. Also notice that it's made at higher high now, which is also very positive. Higher highs and higher lows are indicative of an uptrend. We're very early here. Overall, the trend, if you look at the trend here, medium and long term are basically 0 out of 10. So basically almost neutral. But the short term trend is certainly down still. But with this very bullish action in the last couple of days, we could reverse that downtrend in the near term. I'd say, you know, if it hangs in and breaks and closes above the 20 cents, I think that it could head higher, maybe even revisit 25 or 30 cents. After that, what happened, what's driving it? When we look at the news, I noticed there was a couple of stories about Tesla now accepting DOGE for payments. That's a pretty big deal, actually. It really legitimizes DOGE coin as not just a meme coin, but perhaps a cryptocurrency that could be used for payments, right? It actually has a real utility. So I wouldn't underestimate this announcement, and certainly Elon Musk. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. We've been featuring a couple of really outperforming layer one blockchain names, which was Rose and Near. So let's take a look at Near. We talked about it in the last few days as one of the few altcoins that's maintained very strong uptrend, and so trends like that have a tendency to continue. And so if you had gotten involved, you would have been served well so far. So it had broken out, if you recall, it had broken out by crossing the 1750. That was a high, an all-time high, and it was a level that the price was rejected a couple of times, but it now had broken it. And we said that it's going to go to 20 to 22. It's reached that forecast. It's pulled back a little bit. Here, you know, we'd basically say, let's wait for the price to now break above that 20. It's, you know, could very well pull back to 1750, which now previously was a resistance. Now it's a support level based on the polarity principle. When once you break above the resistance level, it becomes a support level. So if it comes back to 1750, I think that would be an interesting swing entry for this uptrend that appears to continue. And what's the news driving the action? Again, if you look at the news section, you may notice some stories about the Near team raising. Here we go. Ethereum competitor Near Protocol raised funds from some pretty big deal VCs. I mean, Andreessen Horowitz, Three Arrows Capital. So you can take a look at that story as well. raised 150 million to basically fund the ecosystem development. That's a big deal. That's another big deal. It could really continue to fuel interest and demand for this coin in the foreseeable future. And then last one, very similar situation with Rose in that it had broken out, bullishly broken through the resistance level. So again, when we take a look at curated charts, we talked about the 45 cents as being a resistance level where the price has gotten rejected a few times. But as you can see, every time it got rejected, it pulled back but made a higher low, which is also very bullish and an uptrend. And now when it broke through 45 cents, it catapulted to 55 cents. So it's a pretty big, pretty solid 20% gain. Now here, we could very well again consolidate briefly, maybe even pull back to 45 cents where it could be a good swing entry for this very strong uptrend. Right here, as you can see, our trend rating is indicating that as well. So that's it from me for today. I hope this helps your trading. Please do leverage the curated charts. I think they're a very powerful tool, particularly for novice and beginning traders. And if you have any questions, please email us at invest@altfins.com. Good luck trading, everyone.